Hello everybody out there on the YouTube channel, on my YouTube channel, looking, appreciate it. We're going to start off seeing all the fishing gear I have, what I use, what my fiance uses, what I think is good, what I think doesn't work for anything at all. Well, let's start off with first pole setup. Well, here we have a Zebco Hog Seeker, just for catfishing. It's got a bite alert on it. Still haven't got that thing to work yet for some reason. Put South Bend, real trashy brand, but it works. 25-pound test line on it. If I don't hit the ceiling. This pole is 7 foot long, medium heavy action, and on it I have 2 egg sinkers, one bigger than the other, a swivel, and a 6/0 hook or 5/0. I'm not sure which one it is. It's one of those two. It's what I put chicken liver, big earthworms on, sometimes hot dogs. Now let's take a look at my fiance's pole. She's not into spinners or bait casters, so we bought her a spin caster. She has a Shakespeare Tiger. It's a, if I can read that, 6 foot 6 inch medium heavy action. Has 15-pound line on it. And for her setup, I have big egg sinker. I believe that's a 3 or 4/0 hook, and a slip bobber. She has to have bobbers. Now on to my next pole. Yeah, it's a little spin caster, but it's a great pick at Walmart. $10 for it. So I had to buy her and me one. Hers is at her grandpa's, along with a few other poles I forgot to bring home for this video. Anyways, a little Zebco Dock Demon. I relined it with Berkeley's Tri-Line Extra Tough 6-pound line. I just have a little slip sinker on it with a little hook, bluegill, trout, little river stuff. Fishing little rivers, little ponds. Nothing special. $10 for the pole, $10 for the line. And then on to my bait casters. Oh, come on. Of course I'm tangled up. Ow. Hold on 1 minute, YouTube viewers. Got myself hooked. Anyways, here I have, hold on, let me get this unhooked from me and hooked back onto the pole. Anyways, here I have an Abu Garcia Ambassador XLT Plus magnetic brake on it. Spooled it with 14-pound line. For some reason, if any YouTube viewers reviewing my channel could help, I cannot get my line to spool evenly on my bait casters. If you got any ideas, please let me know. It's got a little free flow switch on it, which I'm not a big fan of. Never really use it. Like I said, the magnetic brake's on one side. I usually leave that about halfway set when I cast. And I have a little shiner bait on it. Haven't really caught much on this one. I supposedly have a Zebco 6'6" medium action rod, but really this rod's more like 4'6" with it being broken until I can get a new rod for it. Here I have a old Dawa Procaster Magnaforce. Like I said, again with the magnetic brake, spider drag, all that. This one is on a, if I can figure out how long this pole is, Anyways, it's on a Bass Pro Shop pole from 1996. This pole is about, let's see, I'm about 6 foot, so this pole is roughly, to me, a couple inches shorter than me, so it's about a 5'9" pole. Have me a little Texas rig on here. And I chose the red worm on this. Haven't had a chance to cast this out into the water yet. I believe I have 12-pound, either 12 or 10. I believe it's 10-pound Berkeley Tri-Line Extra Tough. The only reason why I haven't used this much this year is the first year I got this bait caster. Really haven't got used to casting it yet. And it keeps bird's nesting on me. Next, I have my other Dawa Pro caster. It's a little bit bigger of a reel. Doesn't have a brake on it, which I don't mind at all. I put 12-pound test line on this, and I have me a little crankbait. Funny story about this crankbait. It got stuck in my foot and I had to go into the hospital, get it pulled out. Anyways, I still use it. Got a crankbait. I put a swivel on this one just for if I switch over from murky to clear water or clear to murky water. It's a lot easier for me to switch my crankbait out. Anyways, it's on a, I'm not sure how long this pole is. Oh, here we go. It's on a 6'6" pole, medium heavy action. It's a Bass Pro Shop Tournament Series pole. It's a pitch and stick. Really haven't had much luck on this. I've caught maybe 3 bluegill on this when I had just a regular hook on it. Now on to one of my favorite poles. I just bought this the other day. It's my, for beginners. I really don't have much experience bait casting, but the other day I picked up a Shakespeare Agility. I actually caught a nice rock bass on it today with a shiny crankbait. Not this crankbait I have on it now. Anyways, this thing has done me good. Like I said, Shakespeare Agility. Now what I have about 3 to 4 layers spooled of 14-pound Tri-Line Extra Tough. I love their line. Their line's about the best line I can get for monofilament. And then I tied 50-pound Power Pro braided line to that and spooled it up the rest of the way. Like I said, again, any tips or tricks, YouTubers, to make my line actually look somewhat even, as you can tell this is not even at all. Regardless of that, this is a 7-foot medium action pole. It's got the magnetic brake on it, like I said. One of my favorites. And one other pole that I have with me right now, I use this for topwater, is my Shimano Bullwhip Fighting Rod with my Shimano 500 reel on it. I have Zebco 4-pound line on here. Length of this rod, here we go. Length is only 5 foot, and it's an ultralight action. Like I said, I use this for topwater. I got my topwater frog on there, one of my topwater frogs. Really haven't used this much. I haven't got out that early in the morning yet. Now I know I'm missing a few poles. I'm missing one of my Dock Demons that I have. I just have set up on bobber. It's bobber, sinker, hook. Then I have another Shimano reel with some sort of pole. I don't know, it's low end pole. Just with bobber and a hook and a couple split shots on it. Just use it for bluegill. And then I'm missing my nice punching rod. It's a spinning rod. Zebco Quantum SS spinning rod with a Zebco Quantum 7-foot rod on it. Like I said, I use that for punching through stuff. Now on to the gear.